Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 700 Club. The Trump administration is making big moves today, putting tariffs on goods from Mexico and Canada, also increasing the price on imports from China. And some of those countries are already retaliating with tariffs on U.S. products.
The administration also announced it's pausing military aid to Ukraine. All this as the president delivers his first address to a joint session of Congress tonight. CBN News White House correspondent Kelly Wright has a preview.
As the country and world wait for President Trump's address to Congress, he stated on Truth Social, "I will tell it like it is." The president will face Congress on the heels of Friday's heated Oval Office encounter with Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky. The tense exchange disrupted a planned rare minerals deal between the two countries that Trump predicted would have led to ending the war between Ukraine and Russia. While the president is expected to talk about war, Republican and Democrat members are still reacting to the meltdown.
I was appalled by what happened in the Oval Office. I was with President Zelensky, with a number of Republican and Democratic senators before he left for the White House. He was in great spirits. He was excited to go and sign this minerals agreement, which is something that was very important to President Trump. And I think this actually what's come out of this is not in President Trump's best interest.
I think everybody has to get into a room, so to speak, and we have to make a deal. And the deal can be made very fast. It should not be that hard a deal to make. It can be made very fast. Now, maybe somebody doesn't want to make a deal. And if somebody doesn't want to make a deal, I think that person won't be around very long.
And the president is moving with breakneck speed to fulfill promises made during the campaign. Through hundreds of executive orders, Trump has literally changed the government, from eliminating DEI programs to targeting waste through DOGE, led by Elon Musk. The president has been cutting the federal workforce, dismissing thousands of civil servants. Democrat leaders in sharp disagreement with these moves have urged members to bring fired federal workers to the joint session to highlight the personal impact of the administration's actions. Expect President Trump to also talk about the priority for securing the southern border by expanding deportations and improving the economy, the top issue for American voters. During his inauguration, Mr. Trump talked about leading the country into a golden age for America, which could be challenging given the narrow Republican majorities in the House and Senate. And polls indicate that the president still enjoys an approval rating for his actions. The Democrat response tonight will come from Michigan Senator Elissa Slotkin. She's brand new to the Senate, elected in fall, and the Democrats say that she will appeal to working-class voters. Andrew?
All right, Kelly, I appreciate you joining us today. Let's start with today's news. The administration pausing all military aid to Ukraine. Why did the president take this action, and what do you think about the impact?
Well, it's in direct response to Volodymyr Zelensky, who stated that he believes that this war will go on indefinitely. He made that statement yesterday, the president giving a direct response saying we will pause that. This is not a forever war. The vice president also going on another network stating that this is not a forever war. They will not continue to fund a war that will go on infinite for a long time. And so they're definitely trying to get Zelensky back to the table to sign that rare minerals deal and then go on to negotiate peace between Russia and Ukraine.
All right, the tariffs we've been hearing they are coming. What is President Trump hoping to accomplish? Tariffs on Mexico, Canada, China, and what risks are there in this?
Well, a couple of things, Andrew. The risk is to the American economy right now because Americans are saying we need to do something about the prices of eggs and other things of that nature. But the tariffs, the president believes, will be used in such a way as to create an atmosphere where China, Russia, and Mexico will stop sending fentanyl across our borders. That's an important matter for the president. And the president also holds out the fact that if you do business here, as he's encouraging countries to do, then there will be no tariffs. As a result of that, there has been an uptick in a lot of countries coming here to start manufacturing, bringing billions of dollars and thousands of jobs.
Kelly, Democrats' heads are spinning. They're angry. Tonight's the first chance to respond to President Trump's policies on a national stage. What are you expecting?
So the Democrats are still trying to get their footing. They don't know how to really get around what the president is talking about. So tonight, women in the Democrat Party will be wearing pink. Members of the Congressional Black Caucus will be wearing black. Some Democrats will choose to stay away from it entirely and not even visit. Some of them will be having and conducting town halls.
All right, Kelly, thanks for being with us on what looks like a beautiful day on the White House grounds. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
In other news, Israeli leaders are giving an ultimatum to Hamas, threatening severe consequences if they don't release hostages soon. Here's Chuck Holton from Jerusalem.
Hamas rejected Israel's offer to extend the first phase of the ceasefire over accusations of breaking previous agreements. That rejection led to tough talk from Israeli leadership. Netanyahu and his government say they will not negotiate on Hamas terms and will continue to use all means necessary to pressure the terror group.
I say to Hamas, if you don't release our hostages, there will be consequences you can't imagine.
Defense Minister Israel Katz promised a return to military action if Hamas does not comply.
If Hamas does not release the hostages soon, the gates of Gaza will be locked and the gates of hell will open. We will return to fighting and they will encounter the IDF with might and in ways they have never known. Until complete victory, we will never allow Hamas to control Gaza.
As the threat of escalation grows, Netanyahu reached out to a former hostage with a message of regret. The call comes amid growing criticism from hostage families who say the government's not doing enough to bring their loved ones home.
I understand the enormity of the loss. It's a terrible thing. I also want you to know that I am sorry that it took us so long. We fought hard to get you out, and your brother and the entire family fought hard too.
Arab states are scrambling to come up with their own plan to rebuild Gaza in response to President Trump's suggestion that the Palestinians should be relocated. Egypt proposed a plan seeking to remove Hamas from power and install an interim government backed by Arab states. But the plan leaves many questions unanswered, including who will govern and fund the reconstruction. Meanwhile, tensions continue to rise as Israel steps up military preparations. Troops remain on high alert, and residents of southern Israel brace for a possible escalation in the coming days. Another important event this week, the passing of Dori Gold, a respected Israeli statesman, UN ambassador, and advisor to Benjamin Netanyahu. From Jerusalem, I'm Chuck Holton for CBN News.